Hey guys, I'm going to tell you all about my vacation to Africa. Hey, it's Alexa. I just went on a vacation of a lifetime to a place none other than Africa, so I am going to share all of my great experiences with you. I first landed in South Africa to a place called Cape Town. Next, I decided to go to a place called the Castle of Good Hope. I then traveled to Camps Bay and took the best aerial cable all the way to Table Mountain, where you could see the world from this view. Before I left, I went sightseeing on an awesome night bus tour where I could see almost anything. After that, I went to Namibia to visit the famous Kalahari Desert, and I got to visit the Kagalagadi Transfrontier Park. It was awesome. While I was at this desert, there was a lot of wildlife, also known as little furry friends roaming around. Now it's time for some geography. Namibia has woodland and grass savannas, a steppe, which means it's a grass, bush, and a thicket, and it's a desert. Now it's time for Botswana. While I was there, I went to the Chobe National Park, and I got to see this little elephant swimming around. I got to see lots of other animals too, including these deer, as you can see. I also got to see zebras and the animals off to the left. I also got to see the hungry hippo. Next, I went to Zimbabwe, and I got to visit, yep, you know it, the famous Victoria Falls. When I was there, I got to ride on an elephant with the rest of my crew, and I also got to go white water rafting. It was such a good. I then traveled to Uganda. I wanted to visit the Kabele Forest National Park, and that's exactly what I did. And I got to see these little chimpanzees, because that's what they're famous for, chimpanzees, and they keep them very safe too. Kenya. Now this was one of my favorite places to visit. Well, because I did something pretty crazy. I did a rhino charge, and this raises money for their endangered black rhino. While I was here, I found out that there was a mix of wealth and poverty. In part of the place, it was city-like, and people were fairly wealthy and could afford most things, and they had pretty good jobs too. But on the other hand, there was part of it where it was very poor and there was a food crisis and people couldn't afford much and didn't have that many jobs. And it was pretty sad. Next, I went to Somalia. I really regret doing this because it's a really dangerous place. But I did get to go to this cool place, even though I was chased down by crazy terrorists. But I got out safe. Finally, I got to go to Mali, and I also got to see the Djingaburler Mosque. It was pretty cool. Legend says that Al-Sali was given gold dust for his designing of the building, and it is also a famous learning center of Mali, and it was built in 1327. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on my trip to Africa.